Hi there, I'm Athena Parakis, the founder of Sage Goddess, and I'm here today to welcome you to our 2019 November 11th, 11/11 Twin Flames Soulmate Divine Union ceremony. You know, every year on November 11th, we do this together. We honor what is really a portal or a vortex of energy because the number 11 is a master number. It's the U plus one. And in metaphysical circles, we talk about twin flames and soulmates and anamkara, which means soul friend. And all of these concepts really come to represent that there is duality in the universe, right? I mean, we know this, light and shadow, male and female, or masculine and feminine, yin and yang. We have these polar opposites. It's one of the Hermetic principles that's foundational to the function of our universe. And so it serves to reason then that if everything has an opposite or a twin, right, which may be similar to or different from us, that our soul probably has its pole as well, its twin, its mirror reflection of us. And so a lot of us think that if we are female, that our twin flame is male and vice versa. I will tell you, and my thoughts on this, by the way, keep evolving over the course of my life. Every year that I continue my practice and learn new things, I think my thinking crystallizes on subjects like this. I don't think it's quite as simple as I'm a woman, so somewhere there must be a man who is my twin. I think your twin can show up in different containers, different bodies. I think twin flames and soulmates, some people believe that twin flames don't reincarnate with you. So you always have a twin who's in the spirit world, sort of watching over you and guiding you and advising you while you manifest. And then when you go back home, the twin will incarnate and you guys will sort of flip-flop roles. I have to say, I'm not sure that there's just one essence that really is our complement, because I think we ourselves are really complex spirits. I think we're trying to take our 3D perspective and map it onto something that really is far more complex than that. For example, I think that over the course of our lifetimes, we have many soulmates. And not all of them are sensual or sexual relationships. Sometimes we have friends who are soulmates. I think what qualifies a soulmate doesn't really change, but what a soulmate can be to you may change over time. And I think that there are probably multiple iterations or reflections of you in the spirit world. I really do. And I think that at least one of those is what we call the higher self, which is an aspect of you, a non-incarnate aspect of you that has crystal clear access to all of the wisdom you've accumulated over your lifetimes. It's the higher thinking aspect of yourself. And so I think we have to consider all of these energies and possibilities when we talk about twin flames and when we talk about soulmates. And so if you haven't met your soulmate yet, of course there's potential for you to meet your soulmate. If you have met a soulmate and the timing wasn't right, which is the number one challenge that soulmates who are incarnated and meet each other, it's the number one challenge they face. They don't often meet each other at the right time to be together. One's married, the other's not. The other one's married, this one's not. They're both married. or they meet each other and they have a soul connection, but not a physical, intimate connection on some level, right? So they're just meant to be friends. So I want you to keep an open mind when you think about what it means to have a soulmate. And I also don't want you to get discouraged. If you met one soulmate and the timing was off, I don't think that means that that's all there is to it for your soulmate story. I think there are multiple soulmates who make themselves known to us. In my opinion, which is informed by my experience, I think most soulmates come to show us some aspect of a past life that's important for us to remember now. If you think about it, how many times have you been with or known a soulmate in this lifetime and started to have past life memories come forward? Because it certainly has happened to me. And I look at those moments and I think I'm so grateful, not only for meeting those people in my life over the years and decades that I have, but I'm also thankful for the memories that they unlock. Because even more important than those relationships is the wisdom that those relationships reveal to you. And so tonight, as we set our intentions to call forward into our lives the energy of the soulmate, which is what we're going to be doing. So I want you to take a moment and close your eyes and really focus your intention and your attention on how you want to work with the energy of today. We only have one November 11th every year, and I'm releasing this recording a little bit early so you can time it up. It's a little more powerful if you can do this ceremony on November 11th at 11 a.m. or 11 p.m. You don't have to, but it layers on what we call a correspondence, right? There's a date correspondence, a time correspondence. We're going to work with some crystals today. It adds a crystal correspondence. We're going to make perfume today with some essential oils that are known to attract soulmate twin flame energy. So that adds a layer of alignment and correspondence. So correspondences are helpful because they ratchet up the magic. They add additional frequencies, which supports a higher vibration. And that's how correspondences work. And so you don't have to do things at the right time with the right crystals and all of that, but it just adds more and more and more as you do. So just clearing the space, calling your energy into present time. I want to thank you for joining me for this ceremony. I hope you really enjoy it. 11/11 is one of my favorite days because it's just a day of synchronicity in all ways. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and open our circle. And again, I want you to think about if you have this energy of synchronicity and connection and attraction available to you today, what do you wish to magnetize? What do you wish to call forth from the matrix to come into your life? And we're going to do that work today. And I think the result can be quite profound, especially if you have faith. The better part of magic is belief. So I want to begin to call in our spirit guides, the guardians of the 4 sacred directions. Beginning with the guardians of the East. And so guardians of the East, we welcome you into our ceremony space today on this sacred day of synchronicity and integration. We want to ask you for your blessing upon our ceremony today as we begin to open the space, calling in energies of connection and union and unity, overcoming the divisions between us to usher in a new day, a new time of connection. We welcome you into the ceremony space. And guardians of the South, direction of fire, the direction of transformation, the direction of empowerment and raw passion. In the South, on the medicine wheel, aligns to the season of summer. So you got to think of really warm, dry days and hot, sticky nights. That's the energy of the direction of South. And so we're stirring up passion this evening. Passion is the juice of life. And the guardians of the South have it in spades. So I want you to think about sacral chakra energy tonight, kundalini energy, and really activating and engaging that sacral chakra in the South here to bring forth passion and connection and excitement and the juiciness, the intensity of human desire. Desire is one of the most powerful frequencies you'll ever work with. Your desire for something makes it so. And so guardians of the South, we welcome you. Guardians of the West, this is the quadrant of water. This is the direction of the mother and energy purification and healing. We welcome in the guardians of the West to connect us to deep emotion tonight. Nothing stirs up our deep emotions like the connection with the ones in this lifetime who know us best, and those are our soul mates. That is the essence of what we consider the twin flame, an energy that knows you better than you know yourself, or at least as well as you know yourself. And so guardians of the West, we welcome you. And guardians of the North, we call you in this evening. We welcome you and greet you. We're thankful for the grounding that this work can provide, the hope that it can bring. We ask you to help us slow down as we enter the season of rest and really focus our energy and our intention and our attention on the ways in which we can more powerfully be together in relationship. We welcome you into the ceremony space. And with that, our circle is open. Are you ready? Okay, so we are working with our twin candles today. We have 2 candles in your set of tools. One represents light and the other represents shadow. And it can also be masculine and feminine, however you want to see the dualities. Because what we're going to be doing in this bottle that I gave you is we're going to be blending a perfume together. A balance of masculine and feminine oils. Your feminine blend, by the way, is ylang ylang and clary sage, which are aphrodisiacs and oils of clarity and insight and healing. And then the masculine blend is cedarwood and acacia, cinnamon acacia, which is passion and strength. And so what you're going to do as we blend our perfumes in this ceremony is I want you to think about the balance of power there. Do you need more passion and strength right now from the masculine? Or do you need more of the clarity and the purification and the seduction of the feminine? Or do you want a 50-50 blend? You know, I am calling up a little bit more of the masculine right now. Personally, in my blend, I'm good with the feminine, but I want more of that strength and that passion. I'm always working that medicine. And so I may go a little bit on the side, because here's how you're going to decide. Where are you right now? If you're too much in the feminine, you need to call in more of the masculine. If you're too much in the masculine, you need to summon more of the feminine. And only you can really know. So I want you to take a little energetic inventory right now and ask yourself candidly, where's my gap? And if you're in perfect balance, do a 50-50 blend. You know, as scientifically as you wish to do that. And then once we fill our bottle, we are going to drip wax. Again, to honor the duality and to seal our bottle, and then we'll bless it. And then that will become your ultimate integration perfume. Made on November 11th, blessed on November 11th. I'm taking mine and anointing some stones that are here charging in the classroom for November 11th. Really beautiful sulfur quartz hearts. So if you see those in the shop, those have been charged and blessed by me and anointed with my perfume. And so I'm really excited to hold the space for those pieces. The stones in your quartz, by the way, are fire quartz, which is clear quartz with hematite inclusions and looks like this. And fire quartz is known sort of universally to be the twin flame stone. Attracts the twin flame, keeps the twin flame, supports the twin flame. And then this, of course, is rose quartz. And rose quartz is the stone of what we call agape in Greek. You know, it's universal love and compassion, unconditional love, which also includes forgiveness and healing of the heart. So those are your tools for today. Okay, so I'm going to remove my wrapper from my candles. You are welcome to do the same, or you can leave yours on if you wish. I'm going to take my wrapper off. I like to keep my wrappers. I have a little drawer where I keep all my Sage Goddess wrappers from candles. It's almost like a photo album over time. And I want to give thanks to my graphic design team for their beautiful art on these labels as well. Okay, now I want you to close your eyes, roll your shoulders back, come into present time, and really connect with your breath and with your heartbeat right now. Bring your full attention into your body, because we're going to make a mental wish list right now. On this powerful day when synchronicities abound and we have all of this energy at our fingertips and at our disposal, let's use that energy wisely to call in what we seek. So I want you to ask yourself first, with regard to the feminine in your life, I want you to focus your attention on your needs right now of the feminine. And that can look like a lot of different things. It may look like a need to be mothered or a need to be nurtured. It may look like a need for sensuality, sensual touch. It may look like the need for open communication and expression. It may look like a need for seeing life cyclically instead of in a linear way. For a lot of us, the need for the feminine looks like a need for softness. When the world becomes too sort of dogmatic and hard and linear, we need the feminine to soften and to soothe and to, moisturize us, to hydrate us, right, from within. So I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to use adjectives in your mind. And I want you to describe the feminine in your life as you would like to experience it. More what? More passion, more excitement, more beauty. So you want to experience the feminine as more available, more accessible, more What is it that you need? And we're not attaching this to a person, although this could show up as a person in your life. Maybe the universe is going to say, oh my gosh, I have that exact model in stock, or I have that exact person available for assistance. Let me send them off to you and provide you with that support and that assistance. So for me right now, what I need more of is deep feminine compassion and nurturing, softness, tenderness. What I love in the feminine and what I'm always looking for is like a little hidden secret beauty in my life that doesn't need all the answers, just needs to be present, just needs to be available and accessible. It's like a little soft place to land. That's how I think about the feminine. And so I'm calling that in right now. And I want you to, as you're making your little mental wish list of what you need from the feminine or what you'd like to experience, I want you to really imagine physically opening your heart to receive it. How will you feel if all of these needs are instantly met in your life? When these needs are instantly met. So if I have all that nurturing, how do I feel? I feel held and I feel supported and excited, and it gives me way more energy and way more stamina and encouragement. It illuminates life to have that essence and that energy. And one of the things I'm always seeking, and I don't know if it resonates with you, is less to find somebody else that has all of that and more to become the me who can bring those things forward. A lot of times I think that the universe sends us a person until we realize that we have these things within us and we don't need them to come from someone else, right? Other people are just mirrors of us, so they're kind of like reminders, like, here's this person, but you could do all of this yourself. So I want ultimately to become more of these things. Become softer, become more tender, become more open, become more nourishing and more available and accessible, and just keep that list going and feel into what emerges as you feel all of that. It's beautiful. Let every cell in your body just fill on this day of synchronicity with what it feels like to absolutely have everything you need from the feminine fulfilled. First within you, and then once you catalyze that, then the universe can surround you with the echo of that in other people in a functional way. Do you know? Okay, and now... And the stone really to represent this, by the way, is the rose quartz. So if you want to hold the rose quartz in your left hand while we are sort of channeling all of this, that would be good for you to do at this time, because it will connect the stone with the intention and the essence. And again, it's layers of energy and correspondence. And now I want you to take your fire quartz in your right hand, or whatever stone you're working with to represent the masculine. And I want you to hold that in your right hand. And I want you to flip that page, right? I want you to now think about your wish list of the masculine. Isn't it fun? It's like, just dream big. Like for me, what I desire from the masculine is comfort and strength and playfulness, really deep passion and sensuality and curiosity and excitement, and whereas I see the feminine as a soft place to land, I see the masculine as a strong place to land. Big, warm arms around me, and feeling heard and held and connected and plugged in, feeling filled and supported and seen, feeling seen. I love being seen by the masculine. And again, these are all things I can cultivate for myself. I can see myself, I can support myself, I can, but it's nice also to imagine these qualities coming forward in the form of others in your life who can provide what the masculine brings, right? And just again, close your eyes and just feel all of that coming to you. How does it feel to have all of your needs from the masculine fulfilled? It's like the feminine is so much more powerful when the masculine is present. And the same is true. The masculine is so much more powerful when the feminine is present. And they want to meet each other halfway. I mean, it's just the natural balance of the universe, is that the feminine and the masculine want to make their way to each other at that midpoint. Because otherwise it's out of balance, right? So you need it to be a 50-50, a partnership is what you're seeking, right? Internally and externally. Passion meets compassion. That is the ultimate union. What I'm hearing from my spirit guides is, I feel for you and I feel with you. I feel alongside you. Okay, so once you feel that balance, you embody that balance, I want you to put your crystals down. I want you to take your blending bottle, and I want you to start with the feminine oil. Again, this is clary sage and ylang ylang for clarity, healing, and desire. And I want you to add as much as you think you need of each one. I'm going to just pour mine in. It's going to take too long with my little pipette. And I'm going to do a straight 50-50 blend, I think. Because ultimately, that ylang ylang is an aphrodisiac, whereas the cassia is for passion, and I want passion and seduction. I don't want just one or the other. What good's passion if there's no seduction? What good's seduction if there's no passion? Kind of have to have both. So let's take our masculine blend now, which is our cassia and our cedarwood. Oh, it's so good. And the alchemy that happens when you combine these 4 oils is really sensual. I'm planning to take mine and make sort of a massage blend out of it. I even love how the masculine oils are so much darker than the feminine oils. It's like the light and the shadow. Oh, that's really good. Okay, and then put the stopper in your bottle, turn it 3 times. And now I want you to take one more deep inhale. Oh, that is perfect. I want you to add carrier oil before you anoint. So I'm not going to be anointing with my blend tonight. I'm just building it, and then I'm going to be diluting with carrier oil. So please plan to do the same, because some of the oils in this blend are strong on your skin, and I want to make sure that you have a really beautiful physical experience of them. So always dilute before you add your essential oils to your skin, or add this to coconut oil. In fact, you know what? I think what I'm going to do is add this to coconut oil when I get home and make a body massage blend out of it. A little sensual massage for my 11/11 evening. Sounds kind of nice. Okay. Now, what you're going to do is place your perfume bottle onto a heat-proof jar, and we're going to begin by lighting our black candle, which represents feminine energy, lunar energy, shadow energy, what is below the surface. Okay? And so I want you to focus on the flame, and as you begin to drip your wax onto your bottle, I want you to set the intention that this bottle heals, contents of this bottle heal and balance and honor and acknowledge the divine feminine. The feminine within you and the feminine without you. The feminine in your physical world, the feminine in your spiritual world, the feminine in every aspect of your life. May it be honored. Whoops, got a little wax on myself. May it be honored by the energy of this blend. And it becomes a meditation just to watch the wax. It's actually really relaxing just to watch it. And kind of sexy too, to get a little bit on your skin. It looks so beautiful, doesn't it? Do you see? It sort of becomes like a wax seal for your blend. Okay. Beautiful. And then just giving thanks for that beautiful fire medicine, for raising that frequency of passion. All right, so the feminine is held. And now the masculine emerges. Solar energy here, linear energy, energy of action, motion, direction. And so as you begin to let this wax come forward, just imagining all of those energies uniting here. Sun meets moon, masculine meets feminine, light meets shadow, and all other dualities become balanced in the process. Beautiful. And let yourself just become that light for a few moments. You know, let yourself soften and relax and feel into what that emerging duality represents in your life. How beautiful it is. Maybe you've never experienced this duality and you're waiting for it. Or maybe you're like me, you have experienced it, but you need a revival of it. Life and all of its beautiful cycles. I love watching the wax drip down the side of the bottle. It's so beautiful. And I'm going to leave my bottle sealed, just so you know, for 24 hours before I begin to work with it. It allows the energies to fuse more completely and creates ultimately, in my experience, a more powerful ritual. Ooh, that's beautiful. Look at that. Giving thanks to those light energies for coming forward. Blessing our bottle with their frequency and their energy. I'll show you what my bottle looks like. Did a good job of getting some wax on my finger. Isn't that beautiful? I just think that is so special, and it just looks like duality, doesn't it? And so when I feel like the energies have merged and fused enough, then I will crack open the seal, either dilute this or add this to another product like coconut oil or something that you enjoy using on your body, and then proceed. I may not be able to wait the full 24 hours. I may have to crack it open this evening. Get the party started on the day of. Aho. So I always like to use my breath to seal ceremonial tools and processes. Giving thanks to the mother plants of these beautiful oils for offering themselves up for our ceremony. Take your crystals in your hands one more time and just one last blessing across them. Giving thanks to the masculine and giving thanks to feminine for the fusion of love and passion that I believe will nourish you and support you and bring you happiness and enthusiasm and excitement for the rest of this year. I think the energy of 1111 is such a storehouse. Like I said, it's such a vortex of energy, and I really do think that as you raise the frequency and focus in this way, you're going to be reaping the benefits of this meditation and the outcomes of setting these intentions together for the whole rest of the year ahead of you. That's my wish for you. Aho. May it be so. May you come to know in perfect time and in complete alignment the beauty of what it means to find an echo of your soul in another. And may that relationship be a source of excitement and inspiration and blessing and beauty and passion and desire and fulfillment for you as you come to enjoy it and for the rest of the days that you walk together. Amen, aho. And so it is. So much gratitude, because our soulmates make this whole ride worthwhile. You know, our sun rises and sets, and our soulmates, as I said earlier, come in so many shapes, sizes, colors, ages. I think sometimes our children are soulmates, right? I think our best friends are soulmates. And so I also do think that our lovers, our physical lovers, the people that we exchange our life force with. I think they are soulmates too, but I think there's lots of other ways that soulmates emerge. I've had several animals in my life who I would tell you without doubt have been soulmates to me. And, that explains sometimes why the loss of our beloved four-legged little ones is so challenging, because they aren't just our pets. They are twin flames in a way, right? They are soulmates of their own. And so have an open mind about what it means to find a soulmate. And maybe that will show you that there are others around you already who really are mated to your soul, but maybe not in a form that you recognize. And wouldn't that be a beautiful thing to recognize? It's never too late. And I always think too, I have met many people who have encountered their soul mates later in life, in their 50s and 60s and 70s. And sometimes you're better primed and prepared to encounter them then. You've gone through a lot of the trials and challenges of life, and you emerge more mature and ready to be present to them in a way that maybe you wouldn't have in your younger years. So what I know for sure is the universe is a magical place, you guys. And it loves to surprise us. It doesn't like to be predictable. So never give up hope. That's my one thing I really want you to hear today. If you haven't met a soulmate yet and you're like, this has got to be my year, you should have every reason in your heart to be optimistic. And if you have met one, but the timing hasn't been right, maybe the timing will shift. What is yours is always yours and can never be taken from you. That I know for sure. And what isn't yours will be taken from you in good time and replaced with something that is authentically yours, which is why you should never be sad over relationships. You should always just try to let them go and flow, because if you do, you'll be rewarded with more and deeper, and ones that are in deeper alignment probably with your highest good. I hope that lands with you in a good and helpful way today. All right, let's let our spirit guides be for this evening with so much gratitude for their presence, giving thanks to the guardians of the north for their grounding, protection, and stability, teaching us patience and strength in the north. We thank you. We release you with gratitude. Guardians of the west, thank you for meeting us here on this day of divine synchronicity. Thank you for helping us call in yin energies, water energies, lunar energies in the west. Thank you for the emotional healing that this provides. We release you with gratitude. Guardians of the south, we thank you again for passion and curiosity and playfulness and sensuality and all of the energies that come with this 1111 synchronized frequency. And so thank you for opening these doors of transformation for us. If passion awaits us, we are ready in the south. We release you with gratitude. And Guardians of the east, we release you with gratitude tonight as we turn a new page, as we step into the 1111 portal for 2019 and watch how these energies unfold over the rest of the year. We thank you for blessings already on their way. And with that, another 1111 is in the books. I hope you guys enjoyed the ceremony. I enjoyed planning and designing it for you. And stay with this energy. Don't lose your faith. Don't lose your direction. Don't lose your optimism. Remember, the universe is always conspiring in your favor. All you have to do is trust and surrender and allow the process to unfold. And today, which is such a powerful day of synchronicity, is the perfect time to remember that very important lesson. I'll look forward to seeing you soon. Thanks for being here, everybody. Bright blessings.